Hey y'all, it's Crystal from Triple C Creations Crafting coming to you from the beautiful North Georgia mountains. And I have another fall craft. I did not plan on doing another one, but it just didn't seem right to move on to Christmas yet with my ladies at church. So we are going to make a fall sign. And I got a couple of different options. And one of them is using this fall leaf. It's a double layer from the Dollar Tree and then this wooden round from the Dollar Tree too. Now, I have never done one of these before because I'm not a really good painter. Like when it comes to details, and you can ask my husband, I am not allowed to paint anything in my house. I'm not. Crafts, I can paint all day long, but I'm not allowed to paint anything in our house. So, I've been watching YouTube and like trying to find like what is the secret for these people? I don't know. And somebody, like I saw a thing and they were taking it apart, but y'all, taking this paint scraper, I'm not seeing, I think I just split the wood on that. It's okay. I'm not seeing that this is going to work for these signs. So I got to have a plan B. Okay. And, my plan B is I think I'm going to do this in sections. So let me take my tag off. Both of these did come from the Dollar Tree and they're regularly priced items. Now I'm throwing in regularly priced because that could be $1.25 to $1.75. This one, I bought these a long time ago, so it was $1.25. This one, I honestly don't know. At most, it was $1.75. But I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna take off the string, and I have plenty of this. So actually, I don't even need the hanger on that. I do want to take this off though. So let's see. Okay, that's coming off pretty good. And I'll add a bow or some flowers or something back there. Oh, I think this is a Dollar Tree scraper too. I don't know. They have them at the Dollar Tree, even if this one didn't come from there. It's just hot glue, so I can pick it off. But what my plan is, and I don't know, we'll see, is I'm going to paint the background, okay? Because I can do, if I get it on here a little bit, that's okay. I can even sand it off. But then I'm going to Mod Podge on this. And that's going to be step 2. Because if I do the Mod Podge first and then I try to paint this, I will end up with paint on it. So don't laugh at me. At least I can get a hold of it. Okay, so my paint is dry. Now, I did pretty good. Now, if I'd have used a smaller brush, in hindsight, I wish I had made like two swipes around it. Used a very small brush to get in these curves, and then a bigger brush to do the rest. I'm not concerned about it having like a smooth texture or anything because, I don't know, I like the brush strokes. I did kind of try to do my brush strokes out. So I'm thinking I can use a sander, and this is my Dollar Tree sander. I will have to go careful. I think it was this tip that I broke. But I'm going to attempt to sand off some of the paint. And I'm only going to do that because the napkin that I'm going to decoupage on the main part does have white on it. So I'm afraid if I don't get some of this red off, that it's going to show through. So let's try that. Well, I think that turned out pretty good. Now, I will say you have to be very careful or you'll scratch. I did scratch a little bit here. So I learned just to lay it flat, and I sanded it that way. So I definitely lightened up the red, and I think if it shows now that it'll be all right. So now I am ready to Mod Podge my napkin. Now this is actually a Hobby Lobby napkin. These from the Dollar Tree, though, would also work, I think, very well. But I purposely chose this burgundy thinking I would use this leaf or this napkin. So, and anytime you do this, you want to make sure that you get it down to only that top layer. So I'm going to separate these everything off except that top layer very carefully. And then I'm going to apply some Mod Podge. And, oops. You could actually even use that. That would be a cool thing. Okay. So, I think it'll look good. I'm not sure about, I don't guess it would matter. I don't guess it matters if I use the texture or not, but all right, let's see how it goes. Well, that did not go as planned. So I tried to put my napkin on, and definitely the red showed through. And then my kids started screaming, and I was trying to smooth it out, and I ended up just messing it up. I had to scrape it off, sand it. And so then I decided to put down some paint. So I used some of this chalk paint from Waverly. And because it's thick, I knew it would cover the red without, you know, as many coats. And then I have already put on a layer of Mod Podge. Now, I have never tried this where you put your Mod Podge on, let it dry, and then you iron the napkin on. So I'm going to try that. We will see. I don't know. I did use some extra paint, and I was touching up the edge of my my board, and so now I've got some darker spots. You can see some Mod Podge around it. It's not perfect, definitely, but it's real. So let's go see if we can iron this. And you know, y'all, it's Prime Days, and I don't need an easy press, a mini, you know. I don't need one. I have a heat press. I have an iron. I even have a little bitty iron with a handle that's like for appliques. But I was looking on Amazon last night, and I found one, not a Cricut one, but I found a little mini iron that's for heat pressing and things for $10. It's less than $10. It's like nine something. But I ordered it. I did. It'll be here tomorrow. But we're gonna try this tonight. So let's see. So I have never done this. I did cover this with some wax paper. I think mine's actually wax paper. I didn't have any parchment paper. So I did pull a little bit of the color off my leaves. I noticed when I ironed it. See that? But not too bad. So let me see if I can get the rest of this off, and I'll show you the end result. Okay, so I took my little X-Acto knife, my little blade that's in here, and I cut around it. Now it was much easier this time. Before, when I tried to use that method before, but my napkin was still wet. I should have let it dry. So it was dry, and so it is definitely not perfect. And so the next step is I'm going to take a nail file, which is essentially a small sanding block, and I'm going to try to perfect this. So we'll see. All right, so using just one of these small memory boards, I'm sure I can get like a 10-pack at the Dollar Tree probably. It actually went very well. I was afraid I would scratch the paint up. I did not. So the uneven spots that you see, those are actually where my painting is uneven, or I got Mod Podge on it. Because by the time I got to the Mod Podge, I was kind of frustrated, and it was like, oh well, let's just do this. That worked really well. Now I do have to put a layer of Mod Podge on this to seal it. And I will say there's some places on the end I should have focused more on, whether it was with my Mod Podge or with my iron. But you can't even tell that the napkin came off on some of the tips. That one was good, but like some of the tips, the napkin came off, and you can't even tell it. So I'll seal this with a layer of Mod Podge, and then I will do my base. I'm not sure yet what I'm going to do with my base. I was kind of thinking maybe like a wood background, but I may pull out my paper and see what I got. So let's seal this with Mod Podge, and we'll see what I do with the back layer. All right, so I think it ended up turning out good. It's not perfect, but that's okay. I made it, and I'm very proud of it. Daisy's over here. She's excited. She found a toy. And then I took my wood round, and I not whitewashed it, but I took a little bit of just brown. It's actually enamel paint that I bought. I bought this on clearance. Of course I did. And I've never used it for anything. And so I added a little bit of water to this. And I love that. I mean, it looks like I stained it. And I did it with a sponge brush. It turned out great, dried fast. Whereas my Mod Podge on this is still kind of drying. But I'm ready to put everything back together. So let me show you some of the things that I have to choose from. If you watched my Hobby Lobby haul, I did get a pack or two of these laser cutouts that say Happy Fall. I didn't realize that some are painted and some are natural. So if I use one of those, probably use the painted one. I also got these other cutouts, and these were great prices. Let me see if I can find the like the original. So here's the ones I haven't opened. So these are called plate decors. Decor. There's my southern accent coming through. It was $3.99. Now they were 40% off, so $1.60 off. So it's $2.40 for 10 of these. And they're like this metallic. They're wood too. But they're like this kind of a little bit darker than a rose gold. I won't say orange metallic, but for 10 of them, $2.40. That's a much better deal than I could buy anything at the Dollar Tree. So I've opened these up, and they say blessed, and they say thankful. And see how shiny they are. I also have some of these. They're like leather that I did get at the Dollar Tree in a previous year. And there's two colors. There's this and one a little bit darker. Also, if you remember from the Dollar Tree, they had at one time, and mine does not have them anymore, but they had these metal cutouts. I've not seen these at mine. So there's thankful, harvest, and I don't know if there was another one, but these are the ones. I've kind of sorted out my generic ones that I can use for a sign later on, and put all my fall words together. Oh, here's my leather ones. I think they came in a pack. Let me just go ahead and show them all to you. So I had the blessed. I showed you the blessed one. I hope I got that on camera. There's the blessed one. Here is the darker, and it says grateful and thankful. So I don't remember how they come, because you know mine are just all mixed up. So I've got those to choose from. I also have just some leaves, and I have a variety of flowers that I got. All my flowers came from the Dollar Tree, to the best of my knowledge. All the fall floral I bought. I may have some greenery that is not from the Dollar Tree. I don't know that I'll use any more napkins unless, let me show you. I don't know. I've got these pumpkins and I've got these pumpkins, and I could Mod Podge napkins onto them, or I could paint them. I'm not sure. And I'm not going to use them, but I got them for this project in mind. These mini hay bales, aren't they so cute? But I really, for mine, you know, I don't have pumpkins on it. I really think I may just go with some florals. So I'm going to finish it up and show you what it looks like. So time for the reveal. So I used just some craft glue. You could use wood glue. You could use hot glue. I glued my leaf onto my round. I used just craft glue also to glue this blessed that is from Hobby Lobby. And then I decided to go with burlap ribbon. I really had some ribbon very similar to this, and I love it, but that was the problem. It was too similar to this. And it was too busy, I thought, next to this. So I did some burlap ribbon, a raffia bow, and so I've got those pieces curling down. I'm resisting the urge to trim them. I saw somebody said never cut raffia, but I probably am going to cut it a little bit. And then my Dollar Tree flowers that I just cut and hot glued in. I did definitely use hot glue on the bow and the flowers. But there is my wood sign, and I love it. And that will be our next craft. It may take a couple of nights. It's taken me a couple of nights just to figure out the process. But by the time you let things dry and you're not rushed, I think I like to allow, you know, time. So probably 2 nights for this. But if you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Leave me a comment. Tell me what you think about my sign. Dollar Tree could have been from the Dollar Tree. I got some others from the Dollar Tree. Ribbon, probably Dollar General. Maybe come from the Dollar Tree. Could have. Raffia, I think it did come from Walmart. My Dollar Tree does not have it. And all the flowers, all of these flowers I know came from the Dollar Tree. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Again, leave me a comment. And if you've not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. I did just hit 900 subscribers. So I'm still trying to get to 1,000. Until later, see ya.